Hello world. I just restarted the recording, I think. Well, I am recording. I'm not sure if I managed to stop the recording on the loading screen. We will see. Some kinky mouth breathers. Great.
Well, here we are, Hawkins Mansion. The place has been abandoned since the fire. There's only old Winchester in his hut.
So... I thought the mansion burned in fire.
I see no scorched trees or fire damage on the building.
You're pretty damn observant, ain't you? The fire was quickly contained. Old Silas acted as soon as he could.
Not soon enough to save the Hawkins.
They were trapped in the drawing room. And don't go troubling Silas anymore. His guilt torments him enough as it is. Are we gonna take a closer look at this mansion, or do you have other questions?
I do have other questions, but I just... Like, I noticed this before, but now that he's illuminated, if you will, more, I see the scar on his cheek, and the cat said something like, cheer up or I'm going to widen your smile. I wonder if that's the scar from her. Alright, so... You know the place very well.
You're the one who looked after the Hawkins case.
Don't think I was trying to hide it. It's just that this discovery shakes my convictions.
That's why
Wait,
you're so
what?
keen to find out who removed the painting from the mansion.
Yes. If something escaped us, or if there's been a law enforcement error, then it's up to the police to make good its mistake.
What do
Anything
you
else?
care? You are fish people. This place is falling into ruin.
You won't get me to believe that it looked any better 3 months ago.
It's a very old building, you know? Its foundations would probably date from the arrival of the first settlers.
Huh. It's really that old.
Come on, let's leave the stories of the dead alone. They've nothing to do with your case anyhow. Let's go up there. Unless you still have questions.
I would say it's still in decent shape, looking just like judging by the what I have access to. Anything I should be wary
I
of?
prefer to be prepared if there's going to be trouble.
It's a wise attitude. But apart from old Silas and some rotten floorboards, there's nothing to worry about.
You're talking about Winchester.
That's right. The Hawkins' old caretaker. Strictly speaking, he ain't dangerous. But since the tragedy, he's been a little touched. Though he's a remarkably sturdy man, given his age. A true force of nature.
A sad old man doesn't worry me.
Gee.
It
If you
does
don't
worry
wanna
me,
listen to my advice, we might as well go. Right?
because apparently I have heard about him before, but this is the first time I hear about him. I think. Like, I'm not going to check the old videos right now, but I have played like maybe a week ago. Like I started playing on the 31st, I think. So maybe I forgot, but I feel like Winchester name would have stuck in my head.
Your partner Andrews warned me against him.
You managed to get something out of that bum? I'll end up asking you for advice.
He talks too much. He inferred that old Silas was slightly unhinged.
That's not
I
far
don't
off the
recall
mark,
this at all.
I suppose. But kinda unfair at the same time. You know, Silas Winchester has been working for the Hawkins family as far back as I can remember. Charles was like a son to him. The day of the fire, he lost his whole family. So he's got nowhere to go. And, as you'll see, in a way he's still watching over them. Is there anything else you want to
I
add?
guess I was too preoccupied
go
with model issues on Andrews that I did not listen to what he was talking about. I mean, that is a possibility. Anyway, let's not waste any
Night
time.
falls quickly here, and I want to be able to see when we arrive.
I'll go with you, if only to reassure Silas.
Alright. But I mean, you are fish people. Fine, it's your jurisdiction or whatever you call
Why
it.
not? You can help.
Right.
And he does
Let's
know
go.
Silas. But before that, can I loot something? So far, we are in like 3rd chapter and it seems to be very straightforward. Now, will you wait for me or... No, I have to chase you, okay. Some nice statue. Definitely not creepy. Hilltop house built in 1693 by Reverend John Wickwood.
Bradley was right. This place is much older than I imagined.
I needed investigation for that. I laid my down and slept. I awakened, for the Lord sustained my... Okay. Wait for me. Alright. Nice. 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 So, Bradley, you got anything to say to me? No? Nothing? I should check. Come on.
The flowers on Sarah Hawkins' grave are fresh.
The flowers on Charles Hawkins
Charles Hawkins' grave.
are disturbed.
Goodness.
I told you. Silas Winchester is still watching over the Hawkins family.
I must say, it's pretty gloomy.
So, Detective, does this place inspire any thoughts?
Well, I haven't seen enough. But it's not that strange.
Why were they buried here?
I was given to believe that it was Charles Hawkins' wish.
Strange idea.
Since
And
he's
Webster
alive.
wasn't too pleased.
Mrs. Hawkins' father? It's said that he's devastated.
Okay, I guess I have
Let's
seen
go to
enough.
the mansion.
But
Please give
I
me a
also
minute.
wanted to check this.
I didn't expect to set foot back here after the burial. What kind of deranged individual would defile this sanctuary? And steal a burnt painting? I don't see Silas doing such a thing. Let alone allowing it. Even that broad baker is above that. Lord, have pity on this poor family.
Poor kid.
That's all? Okay. Okay. So, Bradley. What are we doing?
The caretaker takes great care of these graves.
Guess we
The
are
caretaker takes
checking
great
the
care of these
graves.
graves.
again, just to be sure. And again, the movement is a little bit
Charles
chunky.
Hawkins' grave. Who could have done this?
I'm convinced the guy is alive. So, you going? I guess you are not going, so I can get a jump scare. I see how it is, game. I see. I love this place though. If I was a vampire lord, I would definitely live here. Yoo-hoo, Silas! Come attack me. Game saved. Cthulhu attack incoming. Where is he? Where is he? I see a crow. Hello, crow. Goodbye, crow. That's... Wait, what? Wait, what? Am I crazy, or did that not look natural? And I don't mean like how it moved, but like the perspective. Must be crazy. I'm sure they are not thinking that far ahead. Aha. A tree has been fallen. Sadly, our strength check is not good enough to lift it. There were other roads, so I want to check them as well. Just in case there is something interesting. Then, if there is not, I will go back. So we came from there, we left the lights on, just in case. This is the road that is broken.
It's as if all life has abandoned the place.
But we can also go in here. Yes, yes. So, what do we have here? Can we jump? Oh yeah, we can. Sort of. A tea place without tea and fat loot. Small wooden whale, a figurine of a whale carved from wood. It's the sort of toy that sailors made for their children. Alright. So, who's betting that Fitzroy is the real father of what was his name? Of Simon and not Charles. And so the guy Simon was like a whale, not whale, like Cthulhu spawn, because he was nah, we are going into crazy territory. Let's not. But he's like the only child that we met, and I didn't think Charles was sailor, right? He was some sort of aristocrat. Local celebrity. But he is a ship owner family. He used to travel a lot. I guess. And they met in Paris and married. Now, I'm guessing it's not going to let me inside just here. Yeah, it's boarded shut. I see the windows are boarded shut as well. So there should be some fun happenings inside.
I'll have to find another entrance.
If we are ever going to get inside. Now, with a house like this, I'm expecting something like Resident Evil 7, that we will be going through the entire house, but I'm worried that we will only be going through a few rooms, because again, I don't think this game is going to be that insane as I'm expecting it to be. Nothing. Okay, so I don't know if this is because I have poor spot hidden, but I'm missing lore objects. Like, I feel we should be finding stuff.
This entrance is still in use.
And we are not. Oh.
Whoa! You were trying to force the door, you nosy prick!
Easy, sir, all right? Put down the axe.
You know what we do with rubble like you? We gut them. Dump them into the ocean.
For fishes, right?
You're Mr. Winchester. Lower that axe. talk calmly.
I'll show you how we have it out on Darkwater.
So... oh!
You can ask Officer Bradley if it's true. He's right behind me, paying his respects at the Hawkins family graves.
Bradley? A good guy. Not as dumb as you think.
Ah, that's right. He'll tell you that we're working together.
Understood. I'm listening.
The police report describes a domestic accident, but Stephen Webster has several reasons to believe that this may not be the case.
Webster is as stubborn as an old mule. And I did tell him that we should let the dead rest in peace.
He wants to restore the reputation of his daughter. I just need to see where the fire started.
No, I can't let you in. The mansion isn't safe.
That's why you barricaded the entrance.
That's right.
And this door?
It's locked, and I make sure it stays that way.
So... I'm very happy that my persuasion check worked, but I have a feeling that whatever I would have tried, it would have worked. So... I'm a little bit worried that it was fake choice. But, okay. Now this... It almost seems like we are trying to manipulate him, which shouldn't this be then eloquence and not investigation? Well, he obviously wants to get rid of me. He wanted to gut me and toss me into the ocean. You shouldn't really need this key.
No one lives in the mansion, and you don't take care of it anymore. If you have a good reason to be here, I'm listening.
There's vermin. I keep an eye out.
Vermin.
Well, that's
Yeah,
not nice.
That's it, vermin.
Right.
Calling me
This is
vermin.
what we're going to do. I go inside, and I promise that I'll hunt vermin. Okay with you?
Please give me the axe.
I'm not sure.
If there's nothing else to fear, you can give me that key.
Right. Take the key and do what you have to do. Go on then. Just to get rid of you.
Let's see what more I can learn from this mansion.
Okay. Axe, murder and hobo. Great. Great, great, great. Now, are they going to talk? Or can I run around? No, they do not acknowledge it themselves at all. Okay. Each other, I mean. I'm guessing there is some hidden loot in here, right? Like, for example, another whale? Oh?
This gate is locked.
Of course it is. No, that's just a moon. Where is this going? Nothing. I thought it's going to be a cave. But no. No caves for me. He's so going to kill me if I try to loot stuff in here. Now can I? No. And I'm guessing if there is something hidden in the... in like darkness, then it would prompt me to light the fire as it did before.
Bourbon. Empty, of course.
Of course. Oh? Why would I need to be in here? Ah, to remove this. Of course. I'm so going to loot this guy blind. Now, how do I open this? I guess I don't. I just have to see what? Is there anything to see? Well, I'm not seeing anything of interest. Nothing. Just empty places. They should have made it like with...
I know a thing or two about solitude myself.
They should have gave us like bullets or something.
The poor wretch seems to spend the best part of his time isolated from the world. Rather Spartan. The caretaker has simple tastes.
Game saved. Great. We cannot open this. I didn't see anything there. Did I? Oh. Oh. You see this broken window? I'm thinking maybe I can... But like I can't do anything. Can I? Am I supposed to see something? Game? I do not understand you. So yeah, I'm complaining because I expected there to be some sort of... I don't want to say interaction because we do have interaction, but I was expecting some sort of like maybe bullets, maybe like medkits or something. But it seems like it's going to be this point and click and adventure in this style, right? Like it's not going to be action game, it's going to be talk with people.
Pierce, shall we enter?
Enter places, talk with
Now that
people.
you finish your fun and games with Silas, we can perhaps inspect the mansion.
You're right. Let's go.
Which is fine with me, but I don't think we will be... Like, the thing with the axe, I think it was supposed to be scary, which it wasn't. Sadly. Ah, okay.
Let's take a look inside.
I'm with you.
Hawkins Mansion. Pierce and Officer Bradley, who is going to die definitely, or he is just a fish people, explore the gardens of the Hawkins Mansion. The family lies in the graveyard of the property, guarded by Silas Winchester, the old caretaker. Still faithful to his employers keeps watch on the place, armed with his axe. Pierce and Bradley manage to calm him down. Well, Bradley had nothing to do with it. And finally get hold of the key to the Hawkins Mansion. And not really finally, like nothing really happened before. We weren't looking that hard for the key anyway. They enter the building looking for the scene of the fire. Alright.
Follow me. I know the place.
I don't want to follow you.
Who left this light on?
Also it's green. And they have Cthulhu paintings. Oh. The Promised Vermin. Before that though. Oh, that is beautiful painting. And is it me or is there something in the shadow behind him? Cobwebs. Can I read it? I don't think I can. I hear some old house noises. Oh yes. And storms are happening.
The Last Supper of the Hawkins. What does this tell me?
Yeah, investigate. Before that, though, I can look at it even without investigation. So I'm gonna do that. Why is it here?
Sarah Hawkins and little Simon. The perfect picture of the middle-class family.
Alright, let's get into it. Can we check it again? No, we cannot. This has fallen. What are you? Is this a slug? Oh my fucking god. It definitely is a slug. Oh my god.
What kind of meat is this? This place is for the head of the family, Charles Hawkins.
Is that so? Well, maybe. But see, here is, like, why would you sit so far apart? I know some people do that, but I do not understand it. Oh, someone was not happy with the slug.
The boy was probably here. Smashed his plate on the floor.
Well, when I was his age, I didn't like eating slugs either.
Sarah Hawkins didn't eat. Was it because of the meat or something else? Something happened at this table. An argument?
Now, is it a slug or is it like a piece of that mysterious meat that they got? I wonder. Anyway, let's get out of this shadow realm.
Hey, Pierce. Daydreaming again?
Yes.
Working, officer. This dinner table tells us a lot about the Hawkins family life.
Well, we don't have all day. The scene of the fire is next door.
Also notice the rat who tried to eat this shit appears to have died. Oh. It even has like eyes on different sides, like it's not symmetric at all, which means it's definitely eldritch. Also, a soldier. Some rose petals. Now, can we see anyone outside? I do not think we can. This is a creepy house. Also, this tree behind the window that would have... Like, when I grew up, I had a tree like this behind my window. And you know what? It is creepy. You know why? Because the branches during the wind, they scratch the window. And also it moves, right? So it looks a little bit like someone is moving there. And branches sometimes looks like hand. And they scratch the window. It's creepy. It's creepy. Books. Are they not raise your skill points books? No. Some painting, but this does not look like Sarah's work. What? Okay. I did not expect that. I think that was the scariest thing that happened so far.
Too much rubble. I'll find an easier way.
Well, I mean...
Was Charles Hawkins some kind of explorer?
He found Cthulhu in Egypt and brought it back in sarcophag. Charles Hawkins poses like an explorer in front of exotic ruins. It is common knowledge that he wasted away his fortune on expensive trips. What was he looking for? A Cthulhu, perhaps? Maybe. The clue was memorized. Now let's look at this. Is that blood?
Charles and Sarah's wedding is painted by Sarah herself.
Yeah, that's her signature. Still, some darkness behind them. Behind her, not him. Alright. Alright. Let's do this.
Let's see if I can find something the cops missed.
Now, before we do though, can I level up a little bit? 4 skill points. I still don't think we need strength. I do want more of this, but it's like 6, damn it. Let's level up psychology. I think we have been using it a lot. Okay. Yes. And now see, not having even 1 psychology item. Oh, look, a clue.
The child's corpse left a trace. Where are the others?
Nowhere to be found.
Did it stop at the time of the fire?
Maybe. Ooh, something green.
Did Sarah Hawkins lose one of her shoes? How?
We are looking for Cinderella.
They had a fight. Why?
Booze.
Was Charles Hawkins a heavy drinker?
Well, yes, he was. He did have a tab on in the what do you call it? In the bar. Huh. So I guess the painting is the only thing left.
If the painting I found on the docks really came from here, how come it didn't burn?
Because it's magic. I think we are done, right? Well, the clue icon is completed, so like check marked, so I... No? Guess we are not done. Still supposed to see something. Booze, kid, clock, lamp. What do you want me to see, game? Huh? No. Maybe just go out?
Did someone escape the fire?
Well, yes. We knew this.
Blood. This lamp was thrown. This was no accident. This was a fight. Someone fell here. A desperate attempt to flee. And the boy.
So, Detective, what do you make of it?
the clues don't
Much
match.
of this evidence simply contradicts the investigation's findings.
Really? Tell me about it.
Okay. So I can do all of them. I don't want to tell him this because I think he's a fish people and I do not trust him. Someone
I
did
found a
have so
bottle of
much to
whiskey.
drink.
Empty.
Well, that must have been a loss for you.
No glass.
Well, yes,
I suspect one of them drank.
but I do have one in my pocket.
Charles, most probably.
Same brand.
That's pretty thin. Who says that bottle hadn't been there for a while?
The bodies were
I
displaced?
can tell where young Simon was, but not his parents. Where were their bodies found?
I can't help you on that one. Charles and Sarah's bodies had already been carried away when I got here.
By who?
Without your authorization. By whom?
Whom?
Marshall, Andrews, Chief West. We never deal with cases like that, you know. So... well...
The time of fire doesn't match.
I was under the impression the fire started around midnight.
Yes, Silas banged on our door around 1 a.m. Poor devil ran so hard he was almost belching his lungs out.
So after he
This
covered
clock
all the
burned
evidence.
Before 10 p.m.
That's impossible. What you imply? Silas never would have hurt the Hawkins family. Besides, Dr. Fuller confirmed the hour of death in his report. Your clock must have already have stopped.
Who is this doctor?
Dr. Fuller?
A brilliant surgeon and a friend of the family. I'm sure he took the matter to heart. So, excuse me if I value his opinion over yours.
So be it. Let's move on.
Fire was caused by the lamp.
I suspect this lamp caused the fire.
That's what the investigation suggested, too.
But does your report mention the bloodstains? The lamp didn't fall, it was thrown at someone.
For heaven's sakes, no. The report doesn't mention that.
So the fire wasn't just an
I
accident?
firmly believe this fire was more than just an accident.
What's your theory?
Well, I think they had a fight, although well, but then isn't a fight a crime of passion? Like, fight is supposed to be passionate, right? But I don't think it was a crime.
I think the Hawkins couple got into a fight.
You sure of that?
No.
There's only one way to be sure.
Yes, check the cameras. In the bunker room. Bradley, what am I doing?
I just ask that you don't disturb anything. If Chief West found out about what we're doing, I'd be in serious trouble.
Yeah, just run away. So, guys, I'm going to end the episode here. I think we have went for like something like 40 minutes, so that should be long enough. When we continue, I will be exploring the rest of the mansion. The game is going by fairly quickly. Like, if we look at clues, we are already on chapter 3, and I don't think there is that much space for more chapters, right? Looks like maybe 4 or 5. But then again, I don't think Darkwater is the only... Like, it looks like we have met all the people, almost. I don't know, it doesn't look like... I think we will be having more cases. Like, maybe this case is just the first case and it's going to be solved soon, but then we will get another case. Because even with like this stuff, I think we would like to level this stuff up. I think we would need more of the game, and it would seem strange to me if this was so short, right? So I think it is just the first case, and we will be continuing with other cases. Did I just hear knocking? Or running? Bradley? Are you dead, Bradley? Alright. Okay, so I have been Agitated Crane. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, leave a like, write a comment, subscribe to the channel, share it with your friends, and I will be returning shortly. Goodbye.